As a fellow white person, let me be the first to say, shove it up your ass. Nobody has to show you a damn bit of respect. The only reason why your people discovered this country was because they stole it from the indigenous people. The indigenous people founded this country. Your people came across it, pretended they founded it, and then almost wiped out the entire indigenous people. Your people couldn't even find a country themselves. They had to steal it from someone else. But hey, guess what? There's a town now for white people only. Walk your happy ass up there and go there. Nobody is trying to destroy white people. But if they were, I wouldn't blame them at all. Especially if I had to listen to shit like this.
You definitely have heard about white fatigue and black fatigue, and today we're going to be discussing about white fatigue as we hear some white people calling out their own people about the whole idea of the fatigue in relation to race. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
People ain't shit. Just kind of felt like saying that. I mean, what do you really say after that? There's nothing to follow up. White people ain't shit.
Hey, so I gotta be honest about something. I saw a phrase the other day, white fatigue. Well, that's something that black people have been saying, like, we're just fatigued with white people, okay?
Other races exist. You don't like it? Too fucking bad.
But it's true, though, if you think about it. Like, what group of people is more racist than us, more hateful than us? What group of people do you know that started over 100 plus race massacres and have stripped everything from other groups of people of color, black people, however you want to categorize, and never pay it back? Ever. I mean, take everything they own, properties, businesses, family. Use their like, lynch them and do unspeakable acts to them. Use their skin for shoes and wallets and belts and hats. Use their teeth to, to replace ours. Use their hair to stuff chairs and shit. Or take pictures of these lynchings and put them on postcards and send them across states or the U.S. to your family and friends as a way to joke and shit. Like, I just made me sick, dude. I hate us. I do. I really hate us.
Anytime the discussion of racism and color come in question, I hear a lot of ignorance coming in, especially based on some people that barely accept the reality and the fact of what black people are able to do. So listen to some of the facts that he had to bring up on the table.
I mean, just strip everything and not pay it back. And be so hateful and so spiteful to the point that we put literature in contracts, especially with these insurance companies, that will prevent us from having to pay these people back as long as we call them riots, not massacres. Like, there's nobody more hateful than us.
Now let's talk on hate, as we're going to continue to hear some of the truth and his opinion on this whole discussion by the end of the video. Keep watching and subscribe to the channel, as we're going to be hearing someone giving the perspective, and fellow Gen Z giving a perspective that other Gen Zs are more racist in this current generation compared to other generations, which is a very interesting perspective because of many other factors that come into play, and you would expect the opposite. Check this out.
I am so disappointed in the Gen Z generation. Like, I feel like the Gen Z generation has the most racist, like unapologetic racist people. Like, I'm scrolling down the comment section, all I'm seeing is white fatigue, black fatigue, the usual suspect. Like, you guys have no shame, no decorum. You guys don't care about the racist comments. It's a joke. It's funny to you guys to be racist. Like, and it's just so disgusting, because I really thought that we were gonna come up with flying cars in 2025, but it's just racism just being bold plainly. Now we're having commercials about white eyes and blue hair being like the genetics and shit. Like, what is going on? This is disgusting. This is lame. Like, ew, like, what the fuck is this? And it's just like, I keep having derealization about the whole thing. Like, am I in hell? Are we in hell? Like, what the F is going on? This is just so cringe. Take me out of this era, please. I hate it.
The whole idea of white fatigue has definitely been pulled out of so many different contexts, and I'm keen to know what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Now, we're going to be hearing what this black man has to say in relation to how some people have taken this out of context, especially white people, taken this out of context and are now coming up with the whole idea of black fatigue, where in the case it was all about white fatigue. Before that, let's hear what this white man has to say towards the white people. Then we're gonna catch up with our own as we get to hear more about this whole conversation.
Take. A little bit of violence, a lot of bit of violence sprinkled in. Take some more. Whether that's people's fucking property or people's inventions. White people love taking credit for shit they never invented, but a brother or sister did. And we pay nothing back. Or you one of the cool ones, so to speak. And you take from the culture. And you don't contribute nothing back. You're no different. You're no fucking different. Or the ones that get mad when people call white people out as a whole. Like you get triggered or something. And you feel like you got to defend the white race. Put your white night suit on and shit. Like maybe you should take inventory on what it is that makes you feel like you got to take up for white folk when people speak on us as a whole. What have you done? What have you said? Why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel like you're targeted in this? Why is it someone like me can sit here and join in on conversations against white people and not feel offended one fucking bit, but people like you do feel offended? I don't know. Maybe because you did some shit and I ain't. I'm just saying. We just ain't shit. I don't know how else to say it. And then the way we excuse racism. I was just one bad day. That was a long time ago. Bitch, so? So? The fuck does that have to do with anything? Never atoned for it. Been ducking and dodging accountability since that incident. Pretty sure that wasn't the first time you said it. Ain't some shit you just pop off at the top of the mouth randomly. No, that's who you are. It's ingrained in your DNA. It's what the shit you partake in behind closed doors. Motherfucker, I'm from the Bible Belt and a conservative household down here in the South. I know what dog whistles are. I know the conversations that take place behind closed doors, fam. Had a racist ass stepdaddy. Confederate shit and all. I know, bro. I see that shit. I cannot stand my people. I hate how fake we can be, too. We love to say we ain't racist because our friend's black. One of the good ones that we like to call them. One of the ones that fall in line with how we think and how we feel and vote how we vote. But I'll be damned if you decide to change your way of thinking. See exactly where that gets you. You won't really see how we feel about you then. I hate our people. I really do. There's nobody like us. And nobody plays the victim card quite like white people. And you think that you can just wake up one day and decide to change your beliefs and be like, I don't fuck with these racist crackers no more. I'm with y'all now. Hell no. Just like I told Trump people not too long ago, stay where the fuck you at. Stay over there. Keep your white hood energy over there. Just because you done dyed your shit red doesn't make you any less of a white hood than it was before, bro. I just don't like my people.
But now white people and the algorithms have turned that around into they're tired of us. And I'm going to say something that's probably not, as they used to say, politically correct, but I'm tired of white people. I just am. And so that we are very clear here, I don't mean individual white people. I mean the system of whiteness that we are going through, especially since Trump came on board. And I'm sick of the anti-blackness. And I have to ask people, black people, do we need to stop trying to please be a part of or suck up to white people? Black Lives Matter comes along, a great moment. Everybody in the country sort of got behind it, and that scared so many of these white supremacy type people that there's a huge backlash. No DEI, you're woke, and all this kind of crap. So basically, all these corporations were like, yeah, we have a commitment. And as soon as they got permission to, they dragged the rug out from under us. So, as Target has learned, black people have a lot of money. We have a lot of power that we're not using. And I gotta tell you something. Back in the day, through segregation, you had in a neighborhood the black doctor, the black nurse, the black teacher, the black plumber, the black numbers runner. You had everybody in the neighborhood, and you got to see different levels of black culture. Now, because of integration, all of the upwardly mobile good folk, I almost bought into it, upwardly mobile folks left the community because they wanted to see what the other side, the grass is always greener on the other side, etc., for many reasons. But then it left behind people who no longer had a role model to look for, except maybe a basketball player, a drug dealer, whatever. And I guess what I'm saying is, we have our own black colleges. We have our own black designers. We have our own black artists. We have all of that. But yet, we're still chasing the white dream. And I'm trying really hard to figure out what I'm trying to say, but at the end of the day, if we concentrated our wealth on us, so you go to where a lot of Chinese people are. It's called Chinatown. Businesses, grocery stores, the whole bit. You go to where there's a lot of, let's say, Armenians, Little Armenia. Grocery stores, banks, the whole bit. You do that with every community. And they have vibrant communities where they're self-contained. They're not trying to be white. They're being their authentic selves, their authentic culture. They are just as American as anybody else, but they're not striving for the white dream. And it just seems to me that black people are striving for the white dream, or that's where we've been forced to think is the correct way of doing things. And I guess my question, and please answer in the comments, were we better off during, would we be better off with segregation? And I don't mean like, before we were forced. But because of that, because of integration, we lost us, I feel, in many ways. There's not the vibrant black community. Where are the black grocery stores? Where's the black grocery chains? You've got Cardenas, you've got Supermercado, you've got all these places here that are Latino-focused grocery stores. There's not one national black grocery chain. We need to, a lot of people have problems with Tyler Perry, but at least Tyler Perry is employing black actors. Ever notice how the hottest guy in a movie is never the black guy? Like, now we're sort of seeing a change, with Michael B. Jordan, etc. But in general, black men are portrayed as not the hot guy, and oftentimes as the big queen. And I'm gay, so I can say this. Look at Food Network. All of the TV shows there are, you can have Italian cuisine, Asian cuisine, millions of hosts. There's occasionally one black soul food show. And even that, you can tell, just didn't get any attention. Whereas you have, if it's a white person, then it's Southern cuisine. And it's all over the place. And you look at what's going on over there at the Home and Garden, HGTV. They have gotten rid of all the black shows and all the gay shows as well, but all the black shows. We have our own wealth. If all of these basketball players, etc., would put money together, start a network, stop trying to why do we need to be on Netflix? Why do we need to be on HGTV? Tyler Perry has built a studio that hasn't been seen since the golden age of Hollywood back in the 30s and 40s. Why don't we do more of that? And I'm rambling because, honestly, and not all, and I used to always say this during Black Lives Matter, if you're not exhibiting the behavior, it's not about you. So I'm not saying all white people, but I gotta tell you, I'm tired of white people, the system. I have white fatigue. So would we be better off resegregating, self-segregating ourselves like every other community does? Immigrants don't jump in, and they just don't. They go to their own, they keep with their own, they support their own. We're the only ones that seem to want to assimilate so badly. And honestly, it takes away from us. We are full Americans. That's why I hate the word African American, because we're not African American. We're Americans. We deserve to be Americans more than anybody else other than the natives, you know? Which is a whole other discussion. But I'm just tired of being othered by white people as if we're bad. You know, you go to Chinatown, you go to Little Tokyo, you go to Little Italy. What's the black person's neighborhood called? You know what it's called. And it's negative. So, but the only reason it's negative is because we care. I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but would we be better off to just resegregate ourselves and not have to deal with the bullshit? Answer in the comments.